Hello, this is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. This video is for Dmitry in New York City, and this is 94 S500. And I'm starting the engine repair because it's a great day, no wind. I don't want no crap flying around. And some things I already disassembled. I just wanted to show a few things. Okay, so we know from before that we have chain jumping around here. As we can see, pieces are being broken off. It's actually quite sharp. Alright, so this is definitely a chain hitting it, and because one of the guides is broken, this one is right here is broken, so we're missing a piece. So we're going to replace guides, outer and inners, these, that one. So I'm going to remove camshafts, but while we're removing the camshaft, this, which one? Oh, here, this boiler tube is blown, it's like open, so we're replacing these with metal ones. And caps, rotors, wiring, the infamous power steering reservoir hose. See, this one is removed already, have to find a hose. And timing chain itself, chain tensioner, that all gets replaced. Here is this infamous power steering reservoir hose. As you can see how compressed it is, so this is to be replaced. They all leak. These are valve covers, they're actually in pretty good shape. I'm just gonna have to grind this down to make it smooth again, because as you know, it should look like that, nice and smooth, whereas here it's rough. So okay, so that's that. The chain stretch, well, actually before that I washed the engine so I don't get dirt to fall in. Distributor rotors, these are pretty dire. We're also replacing these. These had been there for ages, I'm sure. The caps themselves, not the greatest either. So somebody put some dielectric. That's fine. Some wires are zip tied. I don't want to take all of this apart. Fuel lines are capped. Brake booster hose disconnected. Fuel lines also capped on this end. So that's that. This is another rotor, and yeah, it's been here forever. Obviously needs to be replaced. And pulleys, water pump, it's quiet. This one is quiet. This one is quiet. This one is quiet. Alternator is quiet as well. No issues there. Idler on the, not the idler, the air pump is good too. So that is that. AC compressor, we know it's bad. But the timing chain stretch now. So let's take a look. The let's see what was I using. Okay, so I took this drill bit. I like using drill bits because they're smooth and they get into the timing openings quite well. So let's see what we have here. We have 45 degrees on the crank right down there. This is pretty much exactly pinpoint at 45. And let's take a look at alignment. Okay, so here we are almost making it. As you can see, the opening there where the bit has to go in, almost, really close. That's like a degree or something. I don't know if you can hear it there. See, there's a hole there on the cam sprocket. This one gets in there almost, not there all the way though. Now on this side is worse. I can make a better shot on this side. See, the drill bit gets in, but why is it not focusing? I don't know. Is the flash on? Yeah, flash is on. Okay, so I don't know. It's not. It doesn't want to focus on me. Okay, so maybe you can see something like this, I don't know. Well, anyway, the opening is a way for the drill bit to get in. On this side is the same story. You see, it's not close. Now, let's move our crank a bit. Just a hair. Okay, so say we got it like 42 degrees. Now, see 42 degrees, that means 3 degrees, 42, 43. So now, drill bit enters the camshaft sprocket here. So that's fine. On this end here, it enters. Okay. So we go all the way. So this is timed right. And on the crank we have about, see, the next one is 40. This is 5 degrees spread. So we're looking at maybe 2-3 degrees. On this side, we're far away still. Not even in there, close. So let's turn the crank a little more. I'm gonna have to look it up. Let's see where we're gonna get. Okay, maybe something like this. Yes. Okay, so now we have timing on this side. Okay, so the drill bit enters our crankshaft sprocket very nicely, and same on this side, it enters fine. Now let's look at the cam. Let's look at the sprocket, and this thing is, I don't even know what it is. It's like, so far we're like at 35, so that's like 10 degrees. It's quite a lot. Yeah, I think, see, this is 4, that means this would be 35, and so on. 45 before top dead center, 40, 35 exactly. So we have 10 degree stretch on that side. And so yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Spark plugs are out, but they're not removed yet, so I'm going to remove them now so I can spin the engine. I have to spin it once more, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to remove both cams. It's gonna make, well, I have to remove them anyway, all 4 actually, and reason being is because I cannot remove the guides with camshafts in place. So I have to remove guides, and then once I install new guides, I'm gonna roll new chain in, and once new chain is in, then I'll put camshafts back on. So to remove camshafts, you obviously want to lock them up. You don't want it to be loose, so I'm gonna have to use, well, I usually use these bolts. They work quite well to lock them in place. So they just go in there and just sit there, and that's about it. So this is where we are. This is basically a first part to show what's going on here. And yeah, obviously I'll take these covers off to remove camshafts. I changed camshaft seals, I resealed the covers, the camshaft seals, caps, rotors. The air pump came out, I didn't break any hoses, no vacuum lines were broken. That's very good, because I warmed them up. Same story here. This cover will have to come out so I can reseal surfaces. I have to clean it, grind it, and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is fine. It's coming along. Nothing broke. Everything's doing good. See, let's take a look. If you can see, now this drill bit is not entering because the opening is away. So that could explain why engine shook a little bit when it was running, because that's quite a stretch. So hopefully with new chain we'll get the stretch to minimum. I think permissible stretch is like 6 degrees or so. We're like at 10. So yeah, and new timing chain tensioner, it sits underneath there. That will also be replaced. Okay, so I'll cut it quits. This is first part, and I guess I'll make another video when everything's in place and we roll the chain in and see where we are with the actual timing on cams. see how they line up. Okay, because on my car I think it did make a big difference when I put a new chain and everything on my old 500 SEL. Alright, so this is all. This is Victor at thestorymercedes.com. Thank you for watching.